Hey folks, it's Tony Fortunato from the technology firm. I'm going to walk you through a wireless site survey. Now, I'm not going to use my fancy tools that you've seen me use in the past. People will specifically ask me to show them how to do a site survey using a Windows laptop and just whatever you got on the machine, nothing to install because some people can't install stuff on their machine at work. So here's my little go at this. Now, it does require a Windows batch file, but that's it. If you want, you can actually put this in a notepad and just copy and paste it at the command prompt. It'll probably work, but it's best used as a batch file. So let's get right into it. So here's the batch file, and I'm just briefly going to run through what it is. I'm going to copy and paste this into the article. For the people who are on YouTube who've got this ahead of time, you're going to have to wait and go read this on Network Datapedia because I'll have the script there because YouTube doesn't like all the fancy characters in there. It really messes it up, doesn't like it. So go get it at Network Datapedia, and it'll be, I don't know, a few days after you see the video, the article will come out. So here's the batch file. This is a Windows batch file. It works with Windows 8, 10, 11, so on, so on. Even will probably work with Windows 7, no problem as well. First things that go off in CLS is clear screen. And then I just put a remark in here because sometimes on a machine, you might want to double check what the interfaces are called. Your Wi-Fi interface should literally be called Wi-Fi, W-I-F-I. If you're not sure, this is the command to type in, netsh, interface, show interface, and it'll give you a list of them all, and you can double check that. This whole business, I'm creating variable names and I'm formatting the date. So I have year, month, day, hour, minute, second. That's the way I like my file names to be. You can do it any way you like. And now this is the important part. So echo means just basically print something out on the screen. And I've just printed this stuff out on the screen. And then this set/p is a prompt. It's asking me to type something in. So you'll see on your screen, it says enter location ID. See? Enter location ID right there. And then you type in whatever you want. It'll be put into the variable name ID. And then you can actually do what you like with it. I've also combined all these variable names to another one called file name just to make life easy. Now, this is the important part. So if you're going to do a passive survey, which means just record signal strengths of access points, you don't need to do this bit. But if you are going to do pings, iperfs, that kind of stuff, I really encourage you to do this. So we want to disable our Wi-Fi, wait 3 seconds, re-enable our Wi-Fi, wait 5 seconds, and that way our laptops would have picked the best possible access point in the area, and you're not hanging on to an older one with a marginal signal. So that's what this does. Disable the Wi-Fi. Timeout/T3 is basically going to say wait 3 seconds. And then it goes on to enabling the Wi-Fi. It does this. This is why it's also important that you have the command prompt running as administrator. A lot of workarounds around this, but I'm not going to go down that road right now. Just leave it simple for you. After you've enabled the Wi-Fi, wait 5 seconds. I'm going to go ping, in this case, 8888, the Google public DNS. And I'm going to write the results to this. So this is the ID, what you typed in earlier, the location. File name is that year, month, day, hour, minute, seconds, and then underscore ping. So the results are in this text file, right? So it goes and does that. And then I'm going to run an iperf. Now, again, it's up to you what you want to do. This is just my example. And my server's running on a device called Home, H-O-M-E. You'd have to put in the name or the IP address of your iperf server. And you can do that as well. The last thing is gather all the Wi-Fi information using the Microsoft native command, netsh wlan show networks mode bssid. Now, here's the best part of this whole thing. If you just want to do a passive survey and you just want to record access point information from wherever you happen to be, all you need is this part of the script. You don't need to disable and re-enable Wi-Fi. You don't need to do any of that. You can literally just have this one bit and write it to a file. And then after it's done, it spits a little all done off to the screen and just sits there and waits. So I'll just type in Wi-Fi, for example. Location ID, I'll just say test 1, 2, 3. And now it goes off and it's literally running through all of these steps for the people who haven't really worked with batch files too much. So it's not going to take long to do, 10, 12 seconds, whatever it happens to be. And then you can see it says pinging, writing it to the file, running iperf, writing it to the file. And then the last one is gathering the Wi-Fi information from my adapter and writing that to the file as well. So now it's all done. So if I go to my folder, you'll see a whole bunch of files that have been created. Reception, desk, and this one, test 1, 2, 3, for example. I'll just show you that one real quick. Double click, and you can see all the iperf results. In this case, 94 megabits per second. Big red flag. Why? Because I'm gig. and the server's gig. So am I getting 94 meg? Going to check that out. Could be just cabling, you never know. And then this bit here is all the Wi-Fi information that I gathered. Again, if you want a passive survey and you just want this, don't disable and re-enable your Wi-Fi. It's an extra 2 steps you don't need. And last is the ping. How long did it take to ping 888? And you can see the results right there. It's real simple. So you basically walk around. If you have a floor map, you can mark them ahead of time what you want to do. And if not, just wherever you happen to be, put some kind of descriptive, I'm going to say location ID on there, and you're good to go. So I'm trying to keep this short. It's 5 minutes and change. Give it a shot. Have fun. Bye for now.